Hello, you. It's been a while, and well, last time I did a video, I said I'll see you tomorrow because the idea was to record it tomorrow. Tomorrow was about 5 weeks ago, and in my head, I have a blooming good excuse. I nearly had a heart attack, or at least turns out it was not a heart attack or stroke. It was something else which they're still looking at. And today, well, this weekend, yesterday and today, it's probably for the first time in all this time that I'm feeling a bit better about a hell of a lot of things, including my heart. so, so school started again. I mean, uni, and to my surprise, this being my last semester of a third year degree, as a 3 years degree, I actually love the units that they left for last. I was a bit disillusioned last semester, but this time around it's kind of awesome. So together with the units that and the readings that I'm going through, something just dawned on me a little while ago, and today I thought, no, I feel good. I'm gonna do this video and I'm gonna upload it, and I just want to get back into the rhythm of doing this because I think I said this in another video. It actually helps me out talking to you this way. So I'm hoping you actually get something out of it. But here's the deal. Today I want to talk about letting go, particularly letting go of ideas and concepts in our mind linked to old, old to not so much old, but ended relationships that can be of all sorts of natures and things, from romantic relationships to just us and relationships with the world around us. So, oh, and recently, just so you figure out where I'm coming with all of this, I've also changed my job. So, big change in my health, big change in my career, big change in my personal life with ending a relationship. So, I sort of had a full on 5 weeks thinking of not so much as to why it's hard to let go, because I think in a sense my health sort of woke me up to and shook me to actually wake up to the way I was living, and sort of brought forward so much more um, than any other way, and this whole need to shift and to change. I, for one, am one of those people that love change. I like the pace to, I like rhythm, I like pace, I like it. I just don't like stagnant and routine. Probably if I tell you that, that's easier to understand. My point is, it sort of all happened all of a sudden, and I think I start to understand why it's hard for us to let go. Because, and the gist of it is because a relationship, call it what you want, call it, or assessing it however you want, in one way or more ways than one, that relationship, the reason why we stay in it is because it brings out in us parts about ourselves that we love. So parts that usually are not dominant in other roles that we have, like say you're who you are at work, or who you are at home, or who you are as a parent, or who you are as a friend. Those are all different roles that we navigate day to day. But if you skip those, if you strip those aside, inside who we are, there's parts of us, like the one that loves change, or the one that doesn't, the adventurer, or the thrill seeker, or the nerd, or the music lover, or the, I don't know, butterfly enthusiast, or the art dreamer, or all of these things are actually part of who we are. And even though they sort of take turns on who's the predominant one, in a relationship with someone, or with something that you love, that relationship tends to bring out in you, or in me, or in us, it brings out parts of us that we love. So much so that when the relationship ends, for whatever reason, we're not going there today, the moment it's time to let go, the difficult part, because we rationalize so much, but what I found is that, well, not what I found because I haven't discovered it, but the thing that I stumbled upon, and I've just experienced this on many aspects these weeks, is that it's hard to let go of the parts that I love in me, that were coming out in those in those relationships. As much as I love change, the letting go of the parts of me that came up and surfaced in those relationships, that's I find it's the most difficult aspect of letting go. We can rationalize it as much. Oh, here's the thing. If you've seen As Good as It Gets, the movie with Jack Nicholson, at some point in that twisted relationship that he has, or that he sort of kind of arrives to the conclusion that he has, with his leading lady, I forgot the name of the character, but anyway, so he invites her out to this lovely dinner, and you gotta watch this spot where he is paying her a compliment, and all he can articulate is, you make me want to be a better man. And she goes like, wow, this is probably, which is probably the nicest thing that anyone can tell anyone. So amongst, and that came to me as probably along the lines of the realization, or my experience that I had, that the parts that I find hardest to let go are not the relationship, or not the reasoning or the mentalization as to why it ended. It's not that. It's letting go of how I felt in that relationship. So I'm not sure if this makes any sense to you, but if you think about it, if you can actually push aside the rationality of why things ended, um, whatever that rationality is, if there is one, just think of it this way, that in fact, you truly, the reason why you have a hard time letting go is because you truly felt good. There was a part of you that felt or came up and surfaced that felt good and alive. So, well, let's just leave it here for today. Let's hope there's no more heart troubles, literally, as in medical or otherwise. And I am going to try my damnedest not to let another 5 weeks until I make the next video. And until then, I thank you for your time, and I shall see you soon. Bye for now.